Hi, everyone. I know I probably sound like I'm full of shite sometimes, and that's fine. Um, I actually wanted to do a little bit of a political thing, but take it from a genealogy standpoint. If you look at the president of the United States from George Washington to the current one, you will see one common denominator. They are all related except for one. One guy, and you're wondering what the hell I mean. Think about it for a brief second. One guy, I believe it was Hamilton, that was related to the various presidents throughout. One guy that was not related to the presidents of the United States. So let me ask this question, and most people will probably eviscerate me in the comments, and that's fine. Are we truly a free country that has been ruled in secret by powerful elite people that give you the veneer of various people coming into office and not? The point that I'm trying to make is if you look at the genealogy or the family tree of the United States presidents, you notice one common denominator. Except for one guy out of 47 presidents, one guy was not president, and I believe it was Hamilton. Because it makes me think that this has been a gosh darn sideshow that has made us as a populace very, the term I like to say is opaque, that they only need us long enough to cast our vote, to repeatedly put them back into office. Now, with that being stated, we are. I have a senator in my home state that literally has been in office since before I was born. 47 years. 43, excuse me. Repeatedly, he has been sent back to Congress and is probably a multi-billionaire or millionaire, etc. And you're telling me that this country, a country that I've been told that we are the greatest country on the planet, has literally brainwashed me enough to say, you live in the greatest country, but yet you're telling me that no matter what, you got to vote you got to pull the lever or one particular political party or the other. So you're telling me that no matter what, I got to vote a certain way. And I'll say this now for the maggots that come into my comment section. To really study the operational laws of this country. I guarantee you, if you had 2 cents between your earlobes, you would see that the United States is still its own kingdom, but it gives you this democratic charade that literally states that we are a democratic or a constitutional republic. If you go back in your history, and I say in the history of this country, we were bankrupt as of 1861. What roughly happened around that time? It was a transition period between the first civil conflict and World War One. We were bankrupt, so we went to the banksters, just like everything else, and we got our constitution, our original constitution, restructured to where it would literally be called the United States Inc., where your birth certificate, don't you notice that for a second? That your birth certificate will generate an infinite money tree. And they give you the illusion of freedom. And then when a guy like Trump comes in and says, okay, why are we doing this infinite source of wealth off the back of anybody? And I say anybody, and this is coming from a white guy, because you're telling me that birth certificate that is traded on the U.S. stock exchange as a collateral asset to infinitely pay out money to the creditors, and who are the creditors. Those creditors will turn around and give money to a certain degree. Now we're borrowing money from countries that are looking at us like, hey, Lebowski, you ain't good for it no more. They're starting to dump U.S. Treasury like a son of a bitch. So let me ask you this question. Are we a great country? No, we are not. So if you like what I do, like, share, subscribe.